about this movie pass thing?
All right.
Yes.
That's another part of our conversation today. Are we ready?
These are uncomfortable.
Yeah, they're a little hard.
Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to another edition of ALTV. My name is Al.
I'm Amber.
And it's Amir.
Hey, Amir, Amber, the AAA show.
Oh, yeah, I never thought about that.
I brought that up
Yeah,
last
you
night.
brought that up at like 1 o'clock last night.
all my best thoughts come at night. I mean, I'm sorry. I want to give a quick shout out to our boy Brentley. His birthday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Happy
Birthday
birthday, boy. We miss you guys. Actually, I don't know about all that, but happy birthday. We are coming live from One Flight Up in Mount Dora, right on Donnelly Avenue. If you guys have not been here, come and check them out. They're a fabulous place, and they have a lot of good food, a lot of good coffee, good wine, and the service is phenomenal. Quick shout out to a couple of our sponsors for this show today, not just cardboard. If you're looking for any kind of sports memorabilia, comics, figurines.
It's a really cool place.
Really cool place.
I was really impressed.
I mean, he's got everything in there.
There's so much stuff
crazy.
in there. It's like a treasure hunt when you go in there.
It is. And you know what? We walked out with treasure.
Yeah.
A
We
lot of
did,
times.
all of us.
Yeah.
Bought something.
I mean, just a phenomenal shop. 116 North 14th Street in Leesburg. And then I want to give another shout out to our second sponsor this week, Farm and Pet Outlets. They're in Eustis. Pet farm supplies, grooming, anything to do with animals, pets, farming supplies, they got it.
Liniment.
Horse liniment. If you're into an athlete, you can use some of that horse liniment. I've seen some of your teammates and yourself do it.
Yeah.
And how does that work out for
Magic gel.
you? The
What
magic
is
gel.
that stuff?
It's a stronger version of, what is it, Bengay?
Oh.
The stuff they use on horses.
Uh-huh.
And then these guys in the dugout are rubbing, leathering that crap on themselves. I'm like, what are you doing? That's not going to do anything for you. And then I asked Coach over there, Coach Light, I'm like, listen, I'm giving a plug to Coach Light here. I'm like, does this stuff actually work? He goes, no, that's all, it's all in your head.
I just swallowed a big lemon seed.
Lemons.
Horse liniment if you're into.
And then we got Amber
Unprofessional.
and playing with the feed.
Sorry, I had to check it out.
So, you all right there?
Yeah, I think I'm okay.
Okay, you're gonna live, huh? All right, a lot of big things happening this weekend, I guess. The big fight, McGregor versus
So we're not going to
Mayweather.
talk about how our weeks went?
We're gonna talk
Is that
about that
bit
later.
gone now?
No,
I
that bit's
know.
not gone. We're gonna talk about that much
He just
later.
skips over it.
You know, let's talk about what's new and fresh. What's gonna happen tonight? I heard they're gonna make up to $1 billion in pay-per-view tonight.
I
Yeah.
believe it.
I could see it.
I mean, that's a huge payday for the promoter. And you know, Mayweather's 39-0.
49, I don't know.
49-0.
Yeah.
Sorry, where's my notes? Let me look at
Jeez.
this. Jeez. Oh, 49-0. And the payday for him and McGregor, huge. They're talking about $100 million each. What do you think? Who's going to win the fight?
The guy who's been training to box his entire life.
Oh, you know what? It is a boxing fight. I mean, your Ultimate Fighting champs can't hang in there. Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying this man has done this one thing his entire life and has never lost against people who have also done that their entire life.
And he, like, lives, breathes, sleeps, boxing. Like, that's all he focuses on.
Wow, that's awesome.
So, how can you beat that?
I don't know. I think there might be a fixin'. You never know with fighting because they might have the underdog win and then have a rematch.
But Mayweather's the underdog.
Mayweather's the underdog?
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
No, there's no way Mayweather's the underdog. I've been watching some of those training clips that they've been promoting all for the last 6 months. I've been watching this hyped up, and I seen him just going at that punching bag like he's lightning, and then I see McGregor out there punching in this bag, and I'm like, somebody slower.
Hopefully his feet are faster than his arms.
But he can't use his feet.
Well, I know, but he can move.
Yeah, he's used to using his feet, his whole body.
Right.
I mean, I've seen him fight. The guy's a beast.
Right.
But how do you fight a boxer?
Well, and how do you train, like, your feet not to, like, try to enact, too, when you're used to training where your whole body's your weapon?
I have an answer for that. I was watching somebody at the gym the other day, and they had this band around their thighs. Seriously, did you? I showed you that.
Exercise band? I have some of those.
Do you?
Yeah.
What does that do?
They're
sitting there.
resistant bands. They come in different strengths. So you can use them for, like, squats and...
But using them on your thighs while you're doing the stepper, how does that help?
Oh, I don't know how that would...
It rips your hip flexors in half.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, look at this lady. She's getting a sweat on.
On the stair stepper?
Yes, and she had the...
Oh, I remember now.
Yes, remember that? And I pointed that out to you. I'm like, look at that lady. She must be in pain. And then she had some other strap on top of her waistline. I'm like, okay.
Like one of those back brace things?
Why would you need that on a stepper?
Hold your back in place.
But you're not
Maybe
doing
she
squats.
has a bad back. Maybe it stops her from slouching.
Could be. Then I saw somebody doing what are those crawls called?
An army crawl?
Yeah, when you get on all four and you're crawling. She was on the bottom bar, holding the bottom bar and doing the stepper. I'm like, wow, I've been missing out. Maybe if I did all that stuff,
So maybe he's training with a band around his legs?
There's no he's here. So then, that's why I'm asking you. I mean, every time I've seen somebody do funky stuff like that, it's been a woman up there. I'm not saying that's funky
That's
or anything.
sexist.
I'm not trying to be sexist, but what I'm
But.
trying to say is, what is the reasoning?
But.
Well, eventually the butt comes into play, but I'm just trying to see what the purpose of rhyme and reason. You said you have these resistance bands.
I do, and to be honest, I've only used them like once.
And wasn't your cup of tea, or did it hurt? I mean, what was the end result of this?
No, I don't. They're just boring, I think. They just add more resistance. Like, you can put them on your feet and, like, you pull.
Yeah, but I can understand you doing pulls, or he does resistance bands because he's a pitcher, so he's working his arms and all, shoulder and this, that, and the other thing. But
I don't know why you would
on
use
a
them
stepper.
on the stair stepper. No.
I didn't get that. I pointed it out to you right away. I was in that other room. I'm like, look at that. I've never
You
seen.
walked across the gym to tell me.
Yes, I did. Anyway, we went on a tangent there. Back to this big fight tonight. Are you going to watch it?
Maybe.
No, you're not. That means, when I say maybe, what does that mean?
Yes.
Okay, when she says maybe, that means a no. I know that, maybe. I am going to go to a local establishment, a local watering hole, if you might call
Local
it.
bar and grill.
Yes. And
What are
then
the opening fights? Because the main fight doesn't usually start.
It doesn't
till,
start till like 11:30 or so.
12 or
Yeah.
midnight, like 1 o'clock.
And by the
sometime.
time you're done with that fight, every bar's thinking of closing because, we're in Lake County and everything closes at 1.
9 o'clock.
Well, 9 o'clock, everybody's asleep, but there's a few night owls. You know what, Ed, did you notice yesterday I was driving around town and I noticed that there was nobody on the streets all day. In the morning, in the afternoon, and in the evening. I mean,
Even in Orlando.
Even in Orlando, there was
Yesterday?
Yesterday. What was going on?
I don't know.
I
I was in bed by like
You're
6 o'clock yesterday.
a social
so.
butterfly. You're on social media constantly. There's got to be something you must have seen that I missed.
No.
I was like, wow, on a Friday when everybody's getting paid and there's nobody on
I think people are still messed up from the eclipse or something. Like, this week has been kind of a weird week.
Did you go see the eclipse?
No, I was in bed sick.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't even go outside.
Yeah, poor thing. We actually went over by the lakefront in Tavares, and we were just going to go look through a little crevice through a tree or something, and there was somebody at O'Keefe's, of all places. We're going to give O'Keefe's kudos here. They had people out there giving away eclipse glasses.
Cool.
I'm like, hell yeah, let's get these glasses and go up there. So I was not impressed with the eclipse, by the way, if you want to really ask me.
Why?
Because, I saw the sun being covered by the moon and all that. I mean,
You only could see it with the glasses, though, right?
Yes.
Like, it just looked like the regular sun if you didn't have...
and it was still too light out. I mean, we apparently got 88% coverage on the sun, and it still looked like it was a normal cloudy day out here. I mean, it rains every single day. By the way, I want to extend my prayers and good luck to the people in Texas. They're getting hit by pounded by that hurricane.
4.
Yeah, and that thing is going to just sit on that little place that it went on shore. They say it's just going to spin around in a whole loop and just stay there and pound about 4 feet of rain onto those cities.
Oh my goodness.
And they are going to be in, they're going to have a lot of flooding going on. So my prayers out to those people out there. If you have family, stay in touch with them. Houston, Corpus Christi, even San Antonio. I mean, even that far north, inland. So my prayers were, anyway, I keep going on these tangents.
I know, right?
Back to this
It's
fight.
off script.
It is off script.
You spent all this time working on your script last night at
1 o'clock in the morning. That was today, though.
Oh, today.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to be watching the fight. I'm rooting for who. I don't really care. I like Mayweather. I like McGregor. But when you bring two little... I remember years ago there was a Japanese wrestler who fought Muhammad Ali. And all this Japanese wrestler was doing was hitting Ali on the legs. Because you could wrestle
Oh,
with
I
it.
think I remember that.
You remember that?
I think so.
Yeah, I mean...
It wore him out.
Yeah, and it wore his legs out. But the fight ended up as a draw because nobody could hit each other. So I think that something like that might happen today. But if they're only boxing, I think McGregor's in trouble today.
Yeah. think
Because,
so, too.
you're talking against a pure pound for pound, the best boxer out there right now.
He's got like 10 pounds on the guy.
He does?
Yeah.
McGregor does?
Yeah.
Well, I saw a report, too, that it's
No,
actually,
Mayweather
like,
has 10 pounds on
really
McGregor.
unsafe, that there's doctors suggesting them not to fight because it's unsafe. I think maybe it's their weights or something. I don't know that Mayweather's really going to cream the other guy.
Well,
Like, Mayweather weighed in at 153, and McGregor weighed in like something in the 140s.
Wow. And you know what? I'm going to watch this fight.
I'm just rooting for a surprise appearance from John Cena. Like, halfway through the fight, he's going to run down.
I'm next! Oh, even The Rock coming in.
Oh, that would be great.
Something new I heard about this week. A movie pass. I don't know if you guys heard about this. I mentioned it earlier.
AMC is not happy about that.
Well, AMC in Leesburg will honor that.
Really?
Yes, we were looking that up last
Yeah,
night. That is one of the places that they're... All right, folks, for those of you who haven't heard this, the co-owner of Netflix, one of the co-owners of Netflix, is coming out with a movie card. Basically, you pay $10 a month membership, you get a movie card, and you can go see a movie, any kind of movie that just came out today,
Once a day.
once a day at your local theater. It could be Regal, it could be AMC,
I mean,
Epic, whatever.
If it's not that busy, you could go to like 3-4 movies.
Well, you could. I mean,
Well, the pass, though, it says
Yeah.
one
One
movie per day.
But
I've never done that. Gone to a movie and gone to 2-3 different movies.
Really?
No, have you?
We used to, when we were, me and my best friend in high school, when we were old enough to get into our movie, we'd buy a ticket to a different movie and then go sneak into the R-rated theater that we were trying to get into.
Me, and I'm at that point. It was for $10, I'm going to sneak in and get caught, and then be called out and all that.
We never got caught. We did it probably 4 or 5 times.
they don't care. Come on.
I think they don't care, but
We wouldn't go on like opening night when like the theater was packed or anything.
yeah, I think they don't care. But the whole thing is being caught. That one time you think they don't care and getting caught. Anyway, back on the... There's no blackout dates. For $10 a month, you can literally go every single day of the week and watch a movie.
I thought I saw that AMC was suing them, though, to not do this.
It's all legit. It is all on the uppity up. You know, there's a lot of things that people, you can go online and watch movies that are brand new. That were pirated and this, that, and the other. Somebody sitting in the movie theater making a camera print out of this. Hey. You mean we've seen those? Yes, I've seen those before.
There's even better that, though. Like, because a lot of times movies are released in other countries before here. Mm-hmm. So they get leaked over here on different networks that you can watch, like movie quality movies, live streaming on the internet.
Well, you know, I think this $10, I'm going to invest in it.
Where do you sign up?
You know, it's online. It's an app you can go on an iPhone, or you can go on, it's called Movie Pass.
Movie Pass. I'm going to have to look it up.
I'm looking at the app. It's, you know, there's a map down here that shows you exactly which movie theaters you can go to. And I saw AMC Leesburg on there. And I live in Lake County, so I'm like,
heck yeah.
Yeah, $10.
I like movies.
Now I can literally afford popcorn and a soda when I go to a movie.
Now, like, would I have to purchase one for each of my kids, too?
Yes. You can't just take everybody on $10 a month. Dang it. You know, that's a good thought, but $10 a month, it's only going to get you so far.
That's a deal, though.
That is a deal. I mean, $10, you can go see. You think an average movie ticket is how much?
$8.
$8?
At least.
I'm going to round it off to $10.
Okay.
Just for
so
the math.
Because like the like 3D ones sometimes are like $12.
3D is not included in that, by the way.
Gotcha.
That's why you're not going to get it, right? Okay. Anyway, so let's say $10. 30. You go see 30 movies. Now you got to be crazy into movies to go see 30 movies, but that's $300.
Yeah.
Now you buy 2 of those. That's $600. But if you get the movie pass, what is that? $20 for 2 people?
I have every other subscription. Why not just add that
$10 a month? Yeah. I mean, it's something that I enjoy going to movies.
I like the movies too, especially since our theaters have been redone. Those nice leather chairs.
And they
those
have
are not very comfortable for tall people.
No, it's for little people.
For me, it's perfect.
So if you're 5'6" and under,
5'8".
5'8" and under.
if you're above 6 feet. Not comfortable.
Yeah, after a while, your legs are just dangling off. You're like, your arms are all, especially if you got long arms. Okay, for little people, it's actually fun. So I'm gonna go get this thing. They send you a card, and you can use it at a local theater. It's talking about movies. We went and saw a movie this week.
That's
Logan,
a nice segment.
Lead in.
It's almost like you planned that
out. I did. We went and saw Logan Lucky last night. What did you think about that movie? Oh, before we talk about it, it had Daniel Craig. Your 007 was in there. James Bond.
Batman.
And Batman.
He's not Batman.
No? Okay. Channing Tatum was in there. Another well-known actor.
Yeah.
And what did you think about that movie?
You're the host with the most. You should start it off.
Okay, first of all, we're going to call it our AAA movie review. And for people who are kind of slow like Amber was this one, she didn't get that. It's basically Al, Amir, and Amber's movie review. See? At 1 o'clock in the morning, I get some good ideas.
Yay.
Anyway, I thought it was like Ocean 11. It's a heist movie. They're going to go steal some money from a speedway. I'm not going to give the whole movie away. And basically what happened in Ocean 11 is basically what they do here. They put a team together. But the only difference I thought was instead of the Ocean 11 was based out of big cities like Las Vegas or Paris or any one of those places where they have big casinos. This was actually like based out of a little town, Charlotte, in North Carolina, which is really not a small town, but it was more of the Lake County version of Ocean 11. I mean, you got to see this movie. I mean, some of the characters played this movie to a teeth, and I swear, if I walk down the street, I can run into each and every character in that movie.
Oh, within 5 minutes.
Within 5 minutes.
Yeah.
You know a few of those people?
I've met a few of those people, yes. But the movie had a good plot. I mean, you had good actors in it. Whenever you put good actors together, they actually make the movie elevate to another level. What did you think?
I thought it was a pretty good movie. I went in there with very low expectations.
Well, yeah, you were like, what is
What's
this?
it rated?
It's a 93 on Rotten Tomatoes.
No, I mean, what's the PG?
It has to be a
PG-13
PG-13 because you know what? There was no nudity or there was some cursing in there, but that's normal. You can walk down the street and you'll hear
Violence?
I mean, there was no violence. There was no heads being blown off or anything. There really wasn't there was no blood and gore in there.
No.
And you know what kept it interesting was that the plot was not predictable. I mean, it was a movie. It was a fictional story. It doesn't happen in real life, but it was entertaining.
Yeah, it was entertaining.
So what did you think?
60%.
60%. You don't give anybody more than 65, do you?
Whoa. If I really like a movie, they could get a 70.
Well, I thought it was a very entertaining movie. You know what? Another thing I've noticed in movies
Yeah, it's
nowadays.
PG-13.
Yeah, I mean, there was no blood and gore or anything. Anybody can go see that movie. Is that every movie I've seen lately, they leave you on a cliffhanger like they're going to make a second one. Remember at the end of the movie, the FBI agent was sitting at the bar and she was having a drink and she goes...
Wow, you're going to spoil the ending for everybody?
And she goes... I'm going to leave it at that. But
That really didn't feel like a cliffhanger, though.
I think it was a cliffhanger. Why is she over there? I think they're going to make a second one. And she's going to be part of the crew.
Isn't that how they make all movies now, though? So they can, squeeze every little bit of money out of everything that they possibly can?
Well, that's true marketing. I mean, I'm sure that if you're a marketing guy and remember all those Jaws movies they made? How many Jaws were there? I mean, the first one was really good, and then they just went bimp.
Like
and
the Rockies?
Are you talking the Sharknadoes?
Well, Sharknado was different. You went and saw one of those. We talked about that on our show. The Rocky movies. Now, let me tell you, Rocky, the first one was phenomenal. It went down, and then the last one, Creed, was actually a really good movie.
Is that a Rocky movie, though?
That is a Rocky movie. Why would
It's more of a spin-off than an actual...
Yeah, but they couldn't call it Rocky anymore because Rocky's, 100 years old now?
At least 100.
And they had to...
I'm talking about the one where he had a robot.
What was that? When he goes and fights the Russian?
Yeah.
Russia? That was god-awful. Let me tell you, that movie was god-awful.
But it single-handedly stopped the Cold War.
It's single-handedly because that the speech that Rocky gave at the end of the movie, we can all live together peacefully. And then, Gorbachev said, that's it, the wall's coming down. Amber's like,
I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
I've seen about 10 minutes of the end of the movie.
But the movie was actually... I mean, you know what? You walk into a Rocky movie, you walk out like, yeah, I'm Rocky. You feel all pumped up and stuff, and I'm gonna rule the world. I know it wasn't a chick flick. Yeah,
No, those aren't. Not my cup of tea.
Yeah, but the last Rocky was pretty good. Creed was actually really well made. Anyway, we're not talking about old movies. We're gonna see another movie this week. What's coming out this week? There's a whole bunch of stuff.
Find out.
That's coming out this week. Actually, September. I've noticed that there's a bunch of movies coming out in September.
Yeah.
Mother sounded like a good one. Have you seen any previews of that? You don't go to movies, do you?
Yeah, I just haven't recently. I meant to this week, but I just didn't feel good, so.
Yeah, you've been under the weather.
I've been sick all week.
Sick and tired, huh?
Yeah.
Take a week off. Labor Day's coming. Go away for the weekend.
I know, I'm trying to.
Yeah.
I don't know what we're going to do yet, but we're doing something.
Yeah, we're going to miss you next weekend
Movie
on our
Phone
show.
is still around?
Who?
Movie Phone?
I bet.
Yes, it is.
Fandango, how do they make money?
They sell tickets.
I know, but how many tickets do they sell? Why are they still around? We're going to talk about what people being around. Yeah, we're gonna do folks. Our next show is gonna be
I think
somewhere.
It comes out next week.
Does it?
No way.
Does it come out next week?
No, I thought it was closer to Halloween.
No, it's
September
at
8th.
something. That's not next week then.
No,
Week
the
after.
following
Yeah.
week.
Next week we've got some real beauties coming out.
Some real gems.
Yeah, I think all of them are under 60% on Metacritic.
Well, that's a
Some
winner.
real spicy movies.
Spice Girls is coming out with another movie. Spicy. I wonder how old Spice Girls are now. They're from the 80s,
They're
right?
older than me. I would say at least in their 40s.
No, they gotta be older because they were popular. I mean, what, in the 80s? Late
No,
80s?
90s.
Early 90s then.
90s.
Early 90s.
Maybe mid 90s.
Yeah, mid-90s, I think.
Okay, didn't that soccer player marry one of the Spice Girls? David
Yeah.
Beckham?
Yeah.
Nice. I could care.
Don't worry.
Useless
They're
knowledge
they're
from
gonna put Close Encounters of a Third Kind out next week too.
You know what? They have Terminator 2 3D out.
Yeah, where's that come from? Like,
That's a re-release in 3D. What?
No, they're doing a re-release of Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
You know, that was a good movie back in the day. Now
But
that
it
when
would
people
probably look hideous now.
it will look like the props are horrible, the special effects are horrible. It's like E.T.
Oh, speaking of horrible
I
special
watched
effects.
E.T. the other night, and it's so good.
on TV, but when you go see it on a big screen nowadays, you're like, okay, this was from when in the 60s. I mean, the back in '81, I actually went to the theater when the first weekend it came out and saw it. It was a really good movie. I mean, it was an excellent movie, well made. The story was, but now the story's still good. It's just the special effects and stuff that you see now. You're like, really?
The only movie I've ever gone for a re-release is Dirty Dancing. Me and my mom went in, like February or something when they brought it back in the
I'm sorry.
theater. My favorite movie ever.
Another chick flick. Wow.
That's kind of what I am.
Okay, I'm just saying. Hey, talking about, we're going to change topics here. We're going to go into a little bit of sports here. Don't worry, we'll talk about girl stuff soon. The Tavares High School football team, I saw a score this morning.
They won a game.
They won a game at the Villages. And not only did they win a game, they
the
crushed
crap out of them.
49-21. Either the Villages are just bad, god-awful, or we're actually getting better. I say we because you go to school over there.
We couldn't beat a team that didn't win a game last year.
No, Umatilla? You guys beat Umatilla last year.
Wiki-Washi.
Well, Wiki-Washi, I don't know why we lost that game, because Wiki-Washi didn't win a game last year all season.
That's what I said.
Yeah, wow. I mean, that was something amazing last week. Anyway, they actually played. Have you heard about any players on that team? Any studs? No? Okay.
Did they bring somebody in from somewhere else?
Yeah, they're recruiting.
Well, they can recruit. I mean,
The
nobody-
1 in
now
11
that-
team went recruiting.
Now that you can go to school anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, people can transfer in.
But
They're recruiting.
Nobody recruits. Hey, Amber, look at me. Nobody recruits.
Oh, okay. I trust you out.
Nobody recruits. Talking about football, fantasy football. I was invited to a league. We're having a draft next Friday.
oh, really?
You were invited.
Very convenient how we have a draft on the same day.
Well, you got to do your own. I
Yeah.
got my own. I got to win this thing. I'm very competitive when
Oh.
it comes to that.
How much do you pay into that?
Mine is gonna mine. I got all kinds of
Mines.
mines. I'm gonna go digging for gold pretty soon.
You're hoping it turns into gold.
Gold. Talking about gold, did you hear about that lady that won that Powerball?
Oh, yeah.
One lady. Hey, do you win anything for 3 numbers?
Yeah, I think you do. Like $7.
Really? I got
think
3
so.
numbers.
I think it's,
I had the 7, 13, and 33.
if I remember correctly, I think it's $7.
Hey, you're coming out ahead on this.
I am coming out ahead.
We didn't win nothing. We pooled at work and we didn't win squat. We won The first couple rounds, I think we won $4 one time and $12 one time. But this last one,
I bought a ticket.
nothing.
Spent $2. I had 3 numbers. You know where I got the numbers? I went in that Chinese food, and in that fortune cookie that they gave me, I saw the numbers. I'm like, okay, you know what? These numbers are as
Lucky
good
numbers.
as yeah. And I had 3.
Wow.
Yeah. And
I think it's funny, that lady, she called into work and said, I don't think I'm going to be back.
one of the few people that came out right away, she didn't even wait.
No.
She's like, why am I going to wait? Why do people wait? What, you're trying to hide this from your
I think
friends
I would
and
wait.
relatives? Why would you? So you can hide it from your friends and relatives?
No,
No,
I
so
can get
you
my
can be, like,
so I can get my
protected.
lawyer and my accountant, and so I can get my stuff together before people start coming
So
out.
you have more time to lose the ticket.
No, you're starting to spend money because the attorney's not free. The accountant's not going to be free. So you're spending money even prior to you celebrating it.
Yeah.
You're
it's kind of a
already
necessary
And then I would buy a
expense.
yeah, but you're already stressed out.
Stressed out, you won the lottery.
Yeah, because now
How
you're
is that
stressed out.
stressful?
How am I going to go spend this money? Where am I
What
going?
would
buy
you-
an island.
because She
You
cashed,
could literally buy an island.
she cashed out to what, like 400 and something?
300 something. I think.
Was it 3?
Close to 400. I mean, which is, I mean, you know what? You can have a whole security force around you the same day.
But
You can walk
before-
into a bank, literally walk into a bank and show them the ticket and say, listen, I want to put this in a safe deposit box. Now give me some money.
Oh, yeah.
That's it.
I'd be like, can I talk to the manager?
No,
Speak to your manager.
Well, I wouldn't walk up to the teller and be like, hey, I got this ticket.
I wouldn't even bother with the teller.
Take good care of it for me.
I wouldn't even give them. I'll give me a safe deposit box.
Yeah.
Let me put that in there because you know what? Once you put it in there, it's good as gold.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I would do, too.
I mean, then
For a
you-
couple weeks.
for a couple of weeks till you get all your things situated. I wouldn't panic. I'll be like, okay, work, please. I'm never gonna work. My kids are never gonna work.
I know.
Yeah.
Did she have any kids?
I've seen a
I think
lady
she was
next
a
to her.
single mother.
Was she a single mother?
Yeah,
Good
I
for
think
her.
so.
I'm a single dad, and God, you can live.
I
it
know.
up.
I'm a single mother. I got kids to take care of.
You won $7. That should be enough.
3 numbers. Is it $7?
I think it is $7. It's either 4 or 7.
All right, I'll have
I'm
to
pretty
take
sure
that in.
it's 7 though.
I didn't know
I
I was
could be
going to throw
wrong.
it away.
It could be 4. No, don't throw it away.
I never throw the stuff away.
Yeah.
I'm a hoarder. Anyway.
Yeah, I
so
saw
good
your
for-
garage one time.
Good. Okay, let's not start with that.
Ouch.
Ouch, hitting me from both sides this week, huh? Anyway, kudos to that lady. I figured if you buy one ticket, you buy 100. If you're gonna win, you're gonna win with one.
But you have a higher chance.
Odds at that point when you have
It was like 200,000 or 200 million
To
to
one.
1 or something.
yeah,
Yeah.
so your odds are.
So you
god
take a
awful
second
anyway.
mortgage on your house, and you just buy lottery tickets with that money.
I'm sure some people did. Just because I've seen people spend hundreds, thousands, their whole paycheck. I don't get it.
I'm not
I'm
that
sure
crazy.
they got their money back.
Yeah, I'm sure they did. Yeah.
I mean, you got 3 numbers just off of 1.
And I spend $2.
Yeah.
$2, that's it. Not spending a penny more. So anyway, back to fantasy football. I was doing a little digging around. That's what I was doing last night while you were sleeping. After I got done with all this, it is kind of, I don't know a lot of players out there because I didn't do it the last couple of years, and there's so many
But
new
you
players.
still watch football.
I'm an avid sports fanatic. The right word is fanatic. I'm a big sportsaholic. Some people drink for a living. I watch sports for a living. I love sports. Amber, talking about drinking, I saw a couple of months ago you posted a picture of yourself buying all that booze at Walmart.
That was like months ago.
That's
was
what I
forever
said.
ago.
That's what I said a few months ago. I didn't say yesterday.
That was like a year ago. Are you like Facebook stalking me again?
I saw that picture. I won't lie to you. I saw that picture. I'm like, wait a minute. That's a lot of booze for 2 people.
Yeah, I think that was the night me and my sister were gonna sit on the porch and drink.
Well, sometimes you just got to do that.
I couldn't make up my mind. I remember walking through Walmart and being like, do I want beer or wine? And I was stocking up on wine anyways because Walmart has the wine I like for cheaper than you can get it anywhere else.
Okay, then.
But-
Did you see her finger go? All right, back to the. So, have you decided who you're gonna pick?
I'm not gonna say.
Our draft has 32 people in it.
My draft has 12 people in it.
Yours is gonna cost how much?
$0.
Mine's is gonna cost $75 for the whole thing.
What's the point in playing if there's no money
It's
involved?
fun, you know.
Well, there's a lot of fun. Just for pride purposes. No, we don't do the pride thing.
Okay.
Only money.
Money. If it's no money, it's no fun. No, there was times in my life when Sunday rolled around, all I did on Sundays was watch football. If either at my place or buddy's place, somewhere I'm going to watch. And there was a buddy of mine that, anyway, we watch football. So we're going to talk about the draft.
So who are you gonna take?
I am going to take a quarterback as my number one pick.
Me too.
It's just 'cause it depends on where I'd fall in the draft, but I am going to pick a quarterback
Very nice New England Patriot quarterback.
or a green and gold quarterback. The team I really don't like, but their quarterback is really good. Amber's like, when are we going to be done with this topic?
Wake me up when you're done.
Hey, did you? I would, last week we were over at the Chicago Tap Brewery. I've never eaten over there.
Nope.
And their menu was actually really enticing. But you said you ate over there.
I've had a hot dog over there.
A Vienna beef hot dog.
Hot dog.
Hot dog.
And I like hot dogs.
And they like you. Anyway. Sorry, I couldn't help myself.
I do like a good hot dog, but yeah, that's all I've ever had over there.
Yeah, but they had some Chicago-style tamales and sandwiches. And
I don't think their menu was as big the last time I went over there.
yeah, you start
I
selling.
think I think they've expanded their menu quite a bit since I went there last. It's a cool little place to hang out, though.
It is a cool little place. It's unfortunate it was warm out.
It wasn't too bad though,
Just a
because we were
touch
under
warm.
the
Just-
fans. It wasn't as bad as it
Eden Beach.
could have been.
The Eden Beach was hot.
That's
And they had fans. The problem there was we didn't turn the fans on us.
Yeah.
We just left the fans the way they were, and now they have those fans to be turned. This lady out here has been.
I know, she's distracting me.
She's not distracting you. She's trying to sell you stuff.
I like all their paintings over there. The zebra is very pretty.
It's a nice looking zebra.
I'm gonna see if they'll hang some of mine up there and sell them for me.
Oh yeah, you are an artist, aren't you?
Yeah, I haven't painted in a couple weeks though.
You've been sick, and
I've been sick.
the
and
show has taken so much away from you.
college started.
College
back.
started, all the fun stuff in life.
Yeah. Takes a lot of time.
Oh, so how was your week this week?
Well, I was sick most of the week, not feeling all that great. Missed a couple days of work, so it was kind of catch up the rest of the week. And then I had college classes. So yeah, it's kind of a busy week. Not feeling good, so it's kind of me.
Yeah, one of those weeks, huh?
Yeah.
What do you got planned for next week?
Nothing in particular. I'm looking forward to a long weekend.
I thought you were taking the kids somewhere.
I'm not sure exactly what we're gonna do, but we're gonna do something.
Nice. That'll be nice. Take them to the beach. Kids love the beach.
The weather's been so unpredictable lately, though.
It's Florida.
It's Florida.
Well,
It
I
rains
know
every
that,
day,
but-
and then it gets really hot.
And humid.
And muggy. And
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to the fall weather.
Are you? Are you done with the summer?
Yeah, I'm ready for October to get here. And
Yeah, unfortunately, even October sometimes is really hot.
yeah.
Mid 80s.
Mid 80s is better than
That's
100.
comfortable.
Yeah.
Better than 100 and 100% humidity.
Yeah.
So the long weekend, you're going to be off on Monday, huh?
Yeah.
Nice. What beach do you usually go to?
I really like what is it? I always forget what it's called. The state park south of New Smyrna.
Okay.
I really like going there because you can't drive on the beach and parking's limited, so there's not as many people that usually go there. So it's really nice. And there's a lot of shells. So it seems like there's more shells on the beach than like further north.
So you're a sheller?
So me and the kids can walk up and down
Shucking
the beach.
shells?
Yeah, we can find cool shells.
All right. Well, how was your week?
Pretty uneventful.
Nothing happening?
Nothing much.
Didn't you start some new college classes?
No, decided take it easy my senior year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, enjoy it.
You know what? I agree with that, enjoying you only get one senior year. And when you're a senior and you're kind of popular,
Kind of
Very
popular.
small.
yeah, you might as well enjoy it. I mean, we had this discussion because we discussed everything, and I agreed with it. As much as I would like you to do other things, but, only 17. Life is not going to go away at 17. It will come around again, and you'll have that opportunity next year. Go enjoy yourself. We went to a game last week.
We did go to a game last week.
We actually had a little fun out there.
Only a little bit.
Just a little.
We had a little bit of fun. That game, one of the games, I posted a photo of us on.
I did. I saw that.
Stalker. Anyway.
Yep.
Anyway, that was the longest baseball game I've ever been
Oh,
to.
it was painful.
Every inning was 30 plus pitches. Every inning. And, it was like, okay. I don't, when I go to a game, I look forward to it. But this
You
game.
were looking forward to
leaving.
leaving.
I'm like, can we just go?
It was what, a 3-hour game? 4-hour game?
It was a 3.5-hour game. And
Oh
it
my
was,
goodness.
Yeah,
Didn't it start late too? You said it started at like
No,
6?
it started at 6 and it ended at
9:30.
9:30.
Holy cow.
And it's a baseball game.
Did you
It's not-
drive home after that?
Yes, we did. We did. We actually went and ate
Had
after
some
that.
Applebee's.
We had some Applebee's half price
You guys
appetizers.
stayed out late and
We got
partied?
home at 2:00 in the morning.
Yeah.
Oh my god. For
um,
baseball.
for baseball. Actually, it was fun. It was a
Yeah.
day trip out.
Day and night trip out.
Day and night trip. I don't mind those quick trips out. Then you come back, you sleep in. Well, I didn't sleep in. We were
Slept
up
until 10.
till 10. And then I woke up at 8 and then I went back to sleep and woke up at 11.
Yeah.
I'm like, hopes my Sunday's down there.
So what else you got?
This week was work, end of the month. This coming week's going to be work, end of the month.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, every month ends and a new one starts. So
I know, and time just
That's-
flies
that's
lately.
how-
yeah, I mean it's already September.
Where'd this year go? Like we're starting playing Halloween.
Planning is
All right. That's one thing. Why are Halloween decorations already up in stores?
We talked about this a couple weeks ago.
I'm still angry about it.
You're angry? See, I love Halloween.
I love
so
Halloween too, but it's August.
It makes me excited.
It's
Can we-
more than 2 months away.
Can we just be patriotic and let Labor Day go by?
No.
No Labor Day, no Labor's.
Labor Day is just a day off.
That used to be one of the one of the 5 big holidays of the
Yeah.
year. Because you got Thanksgiving, Christmas, 6, New Year's, then you had Memorial Day, 4th of July, and Labor Day. Those were the big ones.
Halloween's the biggest.
Now Halloween's the biggest.
It's the best.
Yeah, I love Halloween.
I do too. I mean, don't get me wrong, but it's not a holiday from work.
No, but
You
we
gotta
love
work.
it as a family. That's one of our.
do
And
you-
my birthday's the day after, so
Is it?
I think it's always been kind of my holiday.
Nice.
Like all my birthday parties were always Halloween parties, and yeah, we're already planning costumes and stuff.
It's stuff.
Stuff.
I actually bought a decoration the other day, big bat to hang on my door.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I'm looking forward to Halloween
Oh,
in October,
Not August.
not August. Maybe
I just hope it cools down some
No.
before Halloween.
Actually, last year was pretty cool, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it
Yeah.
was.
No?
I mean, it was warm, but it was,
It was a nice one. It wasn't muggy.
yeah.
Because the rains are already done. I mean, it's that rain that comes every day that makes it all.
Because I was the Mad Hatter last year, and we did one of the festivals in the park. We did the whole, what is it? Alice in Wonderland
Oh, yeah, you were telling me.
as a group. So I was in like a coat and pants and, the
That
whole
was
Mad Hatter in it. I don't remember being hot. So it must have been a decent day.
You were just ecstatic to be in that costume, that's all.
It was fun. That was one of my favorite ones I've ever done. I got a lot of compliments though. Like people would stop me and like take pictures
That's awesome.
with me.
The Mad Hatter.
Yeah, it's awesome. I think we're gonna do that.
You're gonna do what?
Wizard of Oz this year.
What are you going to be?
I'm not
lion?
sure. I think one of
The
the
lion?
princesses or one of the Good Witch or something. Because the kids want to be, of course, like the lion and the Tin Man and
The Tin Man.
the Scarecrow. So
You know what we got to do is one of these days go to one of these theaters around, like on Bay Street Players or something.
oh yeah.
That would be good to have to talk about on the show. I mean, we got all kinds of theaters. They
Oh,
have
yeah.
the Ice House over here in Mount Dora.
Yeah, we have pretty big
Yeah.
theater scene. Because we got Melon Patch in Leesburg,
Melon Patch in Leesburg.
Ice House
I
over
mean-
here in Mount Dora, and one in Eustis.
One in Eustis, the Bay Street
Yeah.
Players. I'm not going to Claremont or anything. I'm going to stay right here.
In our backyard.
Yeah. So one of these days we should do that instead of going to a movie. What do you think? I can make that happen.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah. Amber is too busy. She won't go with us.
Yeah.
You just have to invite me. You have to give me a little time.
Yeah, a month. It takes her a month to
I
get
gotta
ready.
pencil you into my day book.
My day planners. There's one. Most people use calendar on their phone. She's still using one of those day planners.
Maybe, maybe not.
Next week's show is going to be off location. We're going to be in some obscure location. We're going to
Very
be
secret.
Very secret. We'll let people know as we get closer to the show. Amber's not going to be with us, so you
No.
enjoy yourself. We're not going to have Brentley either because we're not going to be in Lake County. We are going to be
Just the two of us.
the two of us.
You think we can make that much content?
No, but we can invite some people, from
The-
random people to
The
come sit.
double
Oh.
A.
Streets.
Hey, are you homeless? Okay, we want
Come
you.
on down.
Some random,
That could be interesting.
some random people.
That
At
might
I'll
our,
make
take
sure
your
to
job.
tune in.
huh?
Might take Amber's job.
Well, Amber's a fixture. We're gonna name one of the instruments after her. Pretty soon. Some of this gear.
Hello, Amber.
That's all I got for this week. Anything you guys got?
Nope.
Nope.
Well, folks, thank you for coming in and visiting us. We enjoy doing this every week. We're going to bring a few guests, not next week because we're going to be out of town, but eventually we're going to have a guest 2 weeks from now. Somebody fun.
Yeah.
We should get like a magician or something.
Or a comedian.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, somebody.
Bring Jerry Seinfeld down.
Somebody
Jerry?
that's got like real jokes.
You don't want to. What are you saying? Somebody
What are
had
you-
jokes.
what are
Your
you
jokes are
What are you
kind of
implying?
What are you implying? I don't even try to give jokes. I just pick on some certain things that people say. I'm not a comedian. I'm not a
Neither am I.
magician.
Magic tricks would be really cool though.
Magic tricks would be good. Okay, we gotta figure something out. I'll figure something out. Anyway, folks, thanks
All
for
right.
joining us. You guys have a great week, and
we will
we'll
see you next
week.
time.
Bye.
Adios.
I hope that didn't go in and out like